Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here from NFL Red Zone, and you're watching the Super Fantasy Bros podcast. 1 hour of commercial-free podcasting starts now. Enjoy the show.
All right, week 1 in the books. Week 2, here we come. Matt is not here today. It is his mom's birthday, so he's hanging out with her. Family comes first podcast. Matt will be back next week. So today we'll be going through every matchup of every game and breaking down the most important players, where we have them ranked, and if we're starting them or not. And also we're going to do cap or no cap throughout the episode this time instead of as a segment to be able to spend more time on the matchups and take a deeper look at all the players. And of course, we'll be picking the winner of every game and finishing up with some quick trivia with Q. So boys, let's get right into it. Let's get talking about some week 2 matchups. You got the pick standings.
We don't gotta talk about it.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm happy to talk about it after week 1.
All right, we can talk about it. We can talk about it a little bit. Sean, yeah, you snapped. You got 11.
Let's go.
Matt's in close second with 10. Me and Q, way back there with 7. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
8. All right, still close. Week 1. Got a long season ahead of us with the extra week 2. So got a lot of picks left to make. But let's get into the first matchup, the Bills at the Dolphins. So bit of a down week from last year in week 1 for the Bills. But we're all in on Allen and Diggs again for week 2, right?
Of course. Especially Q.
Always Q. Q's ready for them both to be QB1, wide receiver 1. So we need to see it this week.
Not Josh Allen. But...
You were close. You were piping him. Well, you like Herbert. You're your Herbert guy. But, I mean, Diggs is going to be wide receiver 1. Josh Allen's got to be close. But,
no comment.
No comment at all. But, yeah, Bills at the Dolphins. You're locking in Allen and Diggs. But are any other Bills wide receivers worth starting after week 1?
No, I mean, you saw a little bit of production from Emmanuel Sanders. But the PPR god, I don't know what to call him PPR god, but last year he was a pretty valuable player. Cole Beasley didn't do much either last week. So
he had a pretty solid game. He had a very Cole Beasley game, 14 points.
But I'm completely wrong.
But Cole Beasley had 13 targets. So that man was getting targeted because the Bills had to throw a lot because they were down. So, I mean, they throw a lot anyways because let's be real, the running game's not that great. But
I also don't think this is like another easy matchup. Like Diggs, obviously you're starting, but you're kind of like tempering expectations a little. But so that's, if you're downgrading him a little bit, you're definitely downgrading the other two.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a perfect game for the Bills again, but I do think they'll be a little bit better than the Steelers game. So I think Cole Beasley's worth a flex if you're looking for a flex option. And Emmanuel Sanders, like you said, he was pretty involved and he pretty much outsnapped Gabriel Davis by a ton. So definitely like to see that. But quick cap or no cap here. Devin Singletary is pushing towards starting territory again.
No.
Cap. That's a scary statement. I'm scared of that.
I just don't think that this offense or this team is committed to the run enough to where he can be valuable to start.
When you say no cap, I mean, right now, this week, I'd have him as a flex option. Probably I'd rather start a wide receiver over him for sure. But, I mean, if you're looking for somebody to start, I'm not against starting Devin Singletary this week, especially if Zach Moss is marked inactive again. But
what's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see what's going on with that, especially. So pay attention to the reports coming into this week for Zach Moss. If he's going to be inactive again, I mean, why not throw Devin Singletary in your flex? He had a decent 11 last week. He could easily get into the end zone. Obviously, Josh Allen's more the goal line back, but I don't know. I think he's pushing into the territory. I'm not starting him confidently yet, but he's getting there, especially if Zach Moss continues to be marked inactive.
Yeah, him and Ayouk have some weird healthy. Well, he wasn't a healthy stretch, but like some weird stories outside of the game.
Yeah, and Trey Sermon too. So weird. 49ers are a whole different beast right now. I don't know what Shanahan's doing over there. But let's get into the Dolphins. Are there any Dolphins you're comfortable plugging into your lineup other than Myles Gaskin?
Maybe even Gaskin. I mean, you're plugging him in, but are you confident plugging him in? You might not have a better option, but
I'm not 100% confident, but he's still an RB2 from
because we saw what Naji didn't do much against the Steelers or against the Bills last week.
Yeah,
That was
that
bad.
is true. But Gaskin's still a decent part of the passing
Maybe
game as
Waddle.
well.
Maybe Waddle.
Yeah, Waddle had definitely a good debut, but Will Fuller's definitely the guy I'd be looking for. Where
Should
did you
be.
rank him this week in his debut?
Oh, it's my guy, and I love him. I got him at 38.
All right, I like that.
His
Yeah.
Pretty
potential.
close. I got him at 41.
Yeah, we're right there.
Also at 38.
Yeah, he's right in that flex territory, almost wide receiver 4, but obviously there's a little bit of risk, and he did miss practice on Thursday.
Of course.
They didn't say it was an injury or anything. I don't know if it was just like sitting out or what,
Drug test.
but he did miss practice. So just keep an eye on that heading into the week. Definitely pay attention to reports today. But yeah, Will Fuller, I think he's definitely worth a flex if he is out there for sure. I think he will be the number one wide receiver in this Dolphins offense.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back and then Devontae Parker somehow has some big game.
Yeah, that could definitely happen too.
No
Whoever
Gesicki, Q?
Yeah, Q.
Gesicki's weird.
No
He
Gesicki?
kept getting sniped by Smythe last week.
Dude, he didn't even play that many snaps. I don't know what was
And he
going on
looked
with
good
that.
in the preseason game, but Smythe, he was not vulturing stuff last year. Continuing.
It was very weird. I definitely want to see more from Gesicki before plugging him into my lineup. All right, let's pick this game. Bills at the Dolphins. Who you guys got?
Bills.
Oh, we need Matt's picks.
Ooh, we do need Matt's picks. He's gonna
We'll
have to
get it
send them.
later.
But yeah, I'm taking the Bills. I'm with you, Q.
100%.
Also, just to announce our Thursday night picks, since we are doing this post Thursday, we are recording this before Thursday Night Football as well, so we are not scamming out here. But I am picking Washington.
Yeah, so am I.
Ooh, I forgot to write that down.
Who you taking, T-Gods?
Bro, I'm not taking the Giants.
They're a mess. Do you think for Matt's pick, we should just take his picks league pick?
Yeah, we'll get his picks from there. I'm sure he would have said the same
He's
thing.
gonna pick
anyway.
after the game.
Yeah, there's no way you can pick after the game. It'll be locked in on there. So we'll get Matt's picks. No worries on that. Let's move on to the next game. Bengals at the Bears. The Rams were able to air it out against the Bears. Matt Stafford looked great. Do you think the Bengals can do the same this week? And how did you rank the wide receivers for them?
So I've got Higgins at 20. Then I've got Jamar at 26 and Boyd at 40. Actually,
pretty much
can't find it.
exactly the same.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, I got Higgins 19, Chase 26, Boyd at 43.
Yeah, I hopped off the Chase train, but I'm glad that it was top on the Higgins train rather than the Boyd.
Yeah,
I'm on the Jamar train. I think
Yeah,
it's a
you
little
got Jamar
biased because
highest?
I got him, but I do have him at the highest at 19. And I got T. Higgins
Ooh.
at 23, and I got Boyd 47.
Yeah, Boyd is falling in my favor. Yeah, I mean, he could easily bump right back up my rankings if he has a big game this week, if I see him being more involved. But my guess right now is that he's the third man on this offense. So I think it's those two, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And Jamar Chase looked way better than preseason. Just crazy
I think
good.
all of his
So-
reports about the football and whatnot, probably just a bunch of like mind fucking.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
I can't
But-
wait to talk about Mixon. Let's talk about Mixon.
All right, we'll talk about Mixon. I do like Jamar Chase, though. Definitely lock him in. But yeah, do you guys have Mixon top 10 after a big game week 1 from my
Nope.
boy?
No.
I do. I am at number 9.
Oh, my
Love it.
God.
Love it, Q.
I
Love
can't.
to
I
hear
could
it.
never do it. I can't do it ever.
I got Mixon at 5 this week.
Yeah, you're
You're a
crazy.
menace.
I'm back on him. I'm not scared of the Bears. We just saw the Rams torch him. Even Darrell Henderson had like 15 fantasy points. I think Mixon will be just fine this week. Top 5 play for me.
Who do you have? Who's the big one that you have him over? Chubb?
I guess Aaron Jones, Austin
Behan?
Eckler, Derrick Henry. I got at 8.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get into Derrick Henry in a
All
little
right.
bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Mixon at 5 this week. I'm all in on Mixon. We already knew that. So
And
where do you got him at, T-Gods?
I got him. I got him at 15, dude. I don't
Still
trust.
solid. That's
I
still a
don't
starter.
trust. I'm sorry, but yeah, you're lucky he's inside the top 20.
Yeah, I'm happy. I like it. I like to see
Very-
him moving up. He'll get in the top 10 if he keeps playing the
It was-
way he is.
He had 33 carries, didn't he?
He had 29 carries, and I think he also had 4 catches. So
Well, I saw
33
those, like,
touches.
They said 33 opportunities of getting hurt, but you're happy he's going into week 2. Samaje P. Ryan, is that him or is it Michael? Either way,
Yeah,
doesn't seem
Samaje.
to be any sort of part of this offense, which is why I'm getting a little higher on Mixon, but I'm still not Sean level crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I am a little crazy, but the volume is just what I love. As long as he's on the field, the volume is going to be there. Like I'm like Samaje Perine, he had 6 touches. Chris Evans, the rookie, didn't touch the field really. So it's the Mixon show. And if he's on the field, he's going to get volume. It might not be the prettiest, but he's going to get the job done. Moving on to the Bears. Is this a bounce back game for Allen Robinson for you guys?
Yeah, we saw Adam Thielen torch this defense last week. So
Torched.
He at this point in their careers, he's a million times better than Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
Do you guys know how many snaps each quarterback played?
Last week?
Yeah.
I think it was majority Andy Dalton. I think they only brought Justin Fields in for just like a couple plays here and there.
Like a touchdown off like a quarterback handoff thing.
Yeah, it was not a lot of Justin Fields. So
Andy Dalton's got to go, man.
Dude, I think everybody in the world is in agreement in that. If you're still riding or dying here for Andy Dalton, you got to be crazy.
You got a new hairstyle and a beard, and everybody just hates him, man.
Yeah, I don't know what Matt Nagy's doing either, dude. Allen Robinson did not run one route that was deeper than like 10 to 15 yards that game. Like, how are you not using him?
He's probably
down
still
the
using
field?
Trubisky plays because Trubisky can't throw that far.
When he gave up play calling, the Bears got significantly better on offense last year, and then he took it back this year. So I don't know what he's thinking. We'll see what's going on with the Bears, but you're still starting Allen Robinson. I got him top 10 this week. Lock him in as a low-end wide receiver 1 for me.
All right, I got him at 15, but still.
I am wide receiver 2.
Yeah,
you're starting him. You're not benching Allen Robinson. You didn't bench him last week. You're definitely not benching him against the Bengals. Moving on to the running back, where did you put David Montgomery after a top 8 performance in week 1?
13.
15.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually put him in my top 10. Probably a little biased since I have him on my team, but I
really
do.
Little bias.
But playing the Bengals, I'm not 100% scared, even though Davin Cook didn't have the most monstrous game. Again, it's the volume for me. I got him at 10. He actually played not that many snaps. I think he only played like 59% of the snaps because he did leave for like a whole series with an injury. But still was able to get the job done. I got him at 10. I like him.
Where's Cohen?
Cohen's still banged up. I think he's on IR. So he's going to be out. Damian Williams is the backup. And he actually played pretty well as the backup. He's going to be in that Cohen role for now. All right, that's it for this game. Let's pick the winner. Who you guys got?
Ooh.
Bears.
Little interesting. I think I'm actually taking the Bengals.
I think I am too.
Cincinnati. Cincy.
Oh, I hate it. I hate that. I
do too, but I really don't. I just don't trust Andy Dalton. Even in this revenge game against the Bengals.
Yeah.
Don't trust it.
Me neither.
Can't trust him.
That's a weird revenge game.
Yeah, definitely a little weird. All right, let's move on. Broncos at the Jaguars. Jerry Jeudy's down for about half the season. Where does this move Courtland Sutton in your rankings for this week?
I still have him at 33. Yeah. I want to see a game with him and Teddy actually feeding him the ball. I think this is going to benefit Noah Fant more.
All right, yeah, like I can't even argue no more. I can't predict anything right anymore this year. Doesn't matter.
It's only week 2.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I actually have Courtland Sutton at 33 also. So
I got him at 31.
Yeah, he's a flex option. You can start him this week. Just be a little hesitant. He did not do much last week. I want to see him do it, prove it as well. But the Jaguars is such a juicy matchup. I think it's worth the risk. But yeah, my next point was Noah Fant. Did you move him up at all? I moved him into my top 10 at number 9 against the Jaguars.
I have him at 7.
Dang, I got him at 11. That's just because I hate him. But 11's still not that bad. He's still starting on someone's team. That's
a starting option in a 12-team league. So if you have Noah Fant, you're probably starting him against Jacksonville, especially with Jeudy out. I mean, he's got to get some targets as long as he's on the field and upright. He does get these injuries here and there. But Q, your boy, Melvin Gordon, how did you rank the Broncos running backs this week after a big Melvin Gordon week last week?
I put him at 23, and I put Javonte Williams at 28.
Okay.
So I have him above Mitchell for reference.
Yeah, I'm very close with you there as well. I have Melvin Gordon at 25, and I have Javonte Williams at 27. So pretty much the same. I did put Melvin over him this week. You guys around the same too?
You saw 3 Texans Texans running backs, mediocre running backs, get into the end zone. It's possible these two also find the end zone, but I think it's more than likely Gordon, if anything, because he'll probably get the majority of the touches.
Yeah, Gordon's definitely going to get the first crack this week after that big run last week. They got to give him the work to start at least. But I think both will be involved, and I think both are solid options. For the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence definitely not startable this week after that inconsistent week 1 performance.
I'm not starting him.
This defense is a lot better than the Texans.
Exactly.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence is like, until I see him like become elite or like at least startable, like way too risky to start against.
I'm not giving up though. He's
I'm
still
not
young.
either.
It's his first game ever.
Don't drop him. He's still at 25 points. He had a decent game.
Over 300 yards. I think by the end of the
touchdowns.
year he'll be a viable option, top 15, maybe 15.
Yeah. Right. This week I'm at 21. I'm definitely not starting him this week. I would avoid it at all costs. Unless you have nobody else.
Are you taking Jameis over?
Oh no.
Yes.
No.
Right.
Don't. No.
I would.
No.
I would this week. I got Jameis at 16.
That Jameis
Still not someone I
performance
want to
was a
start.
trap.
But still not someone. Jameis is inconsistent. Jameis is going to have to continue to throw.
It's going to be his 5-pick game to even out with the 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's definitely coming. But for the Jaguars staying here, how about James Robinson? How far did he fall for you guys this week after a rough week
This one
with-
really, really hurt my heart. I had him as like a top 10 running back last week. I thought he was going to be great. I have no words for what happened on Sunday. It
brutal.
hurts.
Just brutal.
It's not your fault. It's
Urban Meyer.
I have him at 24, but I have hope that I will be ranking him inside the top 12 very soon.
I think 24 is a little too low. I got him at 19.
Got him at 22. So we're in the middle, you guys. Yeah, he's still startable. You're still starting him. I don't think you'd avoid him unless you really had some pretty solid options. Like maybe like Kareem Hunt against the Texans or something. But I got James Robinson at 22. This isn't the most favorable matchup either. We just saw Saquon struggle a lot as well. So we'll see how they use him this week with Hyde, but you're starting him as a low end RB2 this week.
Yeah, there's no way Carlos Hyde continues to take the stuff away or production away from him.
Yeah, I can't see that happening all season long unless Urban Meyer is just a madman. Finally here, the Jags wide receivers. How did you rank them after they all had pretty solid weeks? Who do you have on top?
I got Chenault at 35. I just like Chenault. Maybe that's me. I got Chenault at 35, Marv 36, Chark 41. Dude, I still don't know. Like, I still want to see them all.
I have that order, just a couple numbers down for each. Chenault at 36, though.
I still have Chark as my number one. I've been riding the Chark train forever, but I'm very close to that order also. Chark 32, Marvin Jones 36. Actually have LaVisca the lowest, but at 38. So I think they're all flex options again this week. Actually moved them up a little bit from where I had them last week, just because they all played really well. They all had at least 12 fantasy points. And they all got at least, I think, 9 targets. So, I mean, Trevor Lawrence threw the ball 50 times. So we'll see if that has to happen again this week, which it might. They might be down a lot. Yeah. So I think they're all flex options. Let's pick this one, guys. Broncos at the Jags.
Broncos.
Teddy 2 gloves for me, too. Picking the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have to, right? That's like...
Yeah. I have to, yeah. I would definitely. I just think the Broncos defense is too good, especially that defensive line against the Jaguars offensive line.
And I want to say, like, I can't wait for Trevor Lawrence to have a favorable matchup, but, like, that was week 1.
Yeah, he did. Like,
it was his rookie debut, though, so there's always some rookie jitters. I want to see that matchup again later this season, which we will. So who are you taking, T-Gots?
I took the Broncos. I'm playing it safe here. I got to play defense here.
Yeah, just making sure. Just wanted to make sure. All right, let's move on to the Texans at the Browns. The Texans that blew up the Jaguars last week. Cap or no cap, none of the Texans running backs are startable, even after all of them scored a touchdown in week 1.
No cap. No cap. It kind of hurt them that they all scored because at least if one of them had 2 touchdowns,
you can cancel one out.
Yeah, then you could be like, all right, yeah, this is the guy, but you don't know. You just don't know who's going to score.
And like two running backs having the pick between is a headache enough, but now 3 guys that like they're all on the same level because they all did the same thing week 1, even worse.
Yeah. I mean, Ingram obviously had the most opportunity at 26 carries, but that's not happening again probably this season just because the Texans roster is not that good. The Jaguars were just obviously got outplayed. They looked unprepared, but going up against the Browns in Cleveland this week, there's no way the Texans have the lead in this game.
Yeah, just wait till they play the Jaguars again.
I think David Johnson would be the best option, but still super risky, like not worth it.
The best, worst option.
Yeah, the best, worst option. Other than Brandon Cooks, though, are you starting anyone else on this Texans team?
No way.
No.
Not even close. But did Brandon Cooks himself crack your top 30 wide receivers?
Yeah, number 27. And
Number
if I can make
29.
a remaining rest of the season hot take, Brandon Cooks finishes inside the top 20 wide receivers.
Ooh, top
He's
20.
just a good player.
I think he was close to top 20 last year, right?
I believe so.
Pretty close. He had to have been. He was rock solid
Was
last
he
year.
not? I thought he was like 17.
He was 22 last year.
Same
So,
thing.
No, actually, I'm sorry. He was 16 last year. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Ooh,
He was
Poggers.
16.
Ooh.
16. He had 1,150 yards last year. Brandon Cooks has always been solid, so I would not be shocked if he's top 20 again. Yeah, Brandon Cooks, lock him in as a flex option this week. Moving on to the Browns, no Odell Beckham Jr. again this week. Definitely caught some cause for concern for OBJ owners, but did you bump up my guy, Jarvis
What
Landry?
did he do last week? Do you
in
know
your
his stat
rankings?
line?
Jarvis Landry?
Yeah.
I think he had 16 fantasy points. I don't know the exact stat line. Let me double check here. He had 5 catches for 71 yards, and he had that 5-yard rushing touchdown.
How'd I miss that?
Oh, he had 19.4 fantasy points.
Ooh, I'm sleep. On
I
Jarvis.
still didn't move him up because I think this is going to be a run-heavy game.
I do think
definitely
that
could be.
never mind. We'll talk about it when we get there. But you know what? No, I'll just say no. I got Chubb at 4. I think
Got Chubb at 4 too.
I think it is a big run game.
Yeah, 100%. The Texans, they like the Browns after losing last week. They know they have to win this game against the Texans. It should be a layup. And their running backs are going to feast because I think they're going to be up big. But I do think Jarvis Landry gets involved in the first half. And when OBJ was out last year and there wasn't crazy weather, Jarvis was pretty solid. So I got him at 31. I didn't bump him up into my wide receiver 2 territory or anything, but definitely starting him as a flex this week if I have him. Gotta lock him in. The volume's still going to be there, even though he only had 5 targets, but he did catch them all. So can't complain about that.
Because Baker sucks, dude. Worst quarterback ever.
He ran the most routes out of anyone. There was only 26 routes ran against the Chiefs.
Ew.
So like, it wasn't that many passing plays in general.
Told you
They're
guys.
definitely a run first team.
Running backs be carrying that team.
They do. So T-God's already got into the next point where you rank Chubb and Kareem for this matchup. Chubb top 4. I got him at 4.
I'm at 7.
7. Definitely starting Chubb, obviously RB1, but I think he's going to have a huge week against the Texans. But Kareem, I also think he's a starting option. Where did you guys rank him?
20.
I ranked him at 22. He might not finish down there, but it's just like he's still the number 2 there. Like,
yeah, I got him at 20 just because I think they're going to be up, like I said, multiple times at this point. In the second half, Kareem and Chubb are just going to be splitting series and just racking up yards.
All right, Sean, this question's for you because I know T got to answer. And obviously, it's after the game. So,
Okay.
I don't know. But Kareem Hunt or Saquon?
For this, for Thursday. All right, so this is just not for the viewers because they already know. That's really close for me. I got Saquon at 18. So my rankings say Saquon, but honestly, I'd probably go Kareem. I think I would just take Kareem has that upside against the Texans. In a different matchup, I would definitely take Saquon, but
no, regardless, Saquon is not going out there and dropping you 30.
Oh, we could be all wrong. We could all be wrong.
No, we're not wrong. We're not wrong. I promise you. I'd put my whole life savings that Saquon doesn't drop 30.
We are recording this like 50 minutes before Thursday Night Football. So we shall see if we're right. But yeah, I don't think Saquon's going to have a big game. But
T-Guts is a rich man.
Then again, I don't like benching Saquon because if you bench him and he does get 15 to 20 points, you're just going to feel so salty. I would rather just take the risk.
When this airs.
All right, let's pick this game. Texans at the Browns. I think it's a sweep, right? Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, lock it in. Browns, let's keep it moving. Rams at the Colts. Matt Stafford looked pretty good against the Bears, as I mentioned earlier. Are you all in on him at this point?
Yeah, I'm at 12, but definitely all in. He looked great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't say one bad thing about Stafford.
Yeah.
Over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. It's perfect.
Dude, he looked so good. They just looked fun to watch, but the Bears are just so bad. So I think the Colts defense is definitely a little bit scarier, but I'm still starting Stafford if I have him. I got him at 11.
I got him
like
at
that
11.
matchup. You probably might have a better option just because Stafford's ADP was so low. So I wouldn't be mad if you benched him, but I mean, he's probably going to get at least 20 fantasy points, I would say. He's got a pretty safe floor this year.
Would you? Never mind. We'll talk about someone else later. We're good.
All right. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Moving on to the wide receiver core. How did you rank Woods and Kupp after a huge Cooper Kupp game in week 1?
9 and 16.
Oh, you got Kupp at 9?
I got Kupp at 9. Bias,
I love it.
probably. Just a little bit, maybe a couple spots bias. But
I love it.
They just look so good together.
I haven't ranked Kupp above Woods in a while, but this week I do have them. I have Kupp at 14 though, and Woods at 23.
Yeah, I've seen Woods falling in people's ranks. I kept him up there. I still think he was involved. And I do think it could be one or the other every week. I got Woods at 16, Kupp at 17. I got them both locked in as just solid wide receiver 2s. I want to continue to see Kupp become that more of a wide receiver 1 if that's how it's going to be. But I do still think Woods can take the top off of the defense too and still put up some numbers. So I like them both. Lock them in as starters. I think we're all in agreement on that. But other than those 3 guys, Henderson is the only other Ram worth starting right now, probably as a low-end RB2.
Sure.
Higbee?
Higbee's got a little bit of value. He's kind of juicy.
He's definitely a juicy start.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a tight end and you didn't have like one of the best, Higbee's definitely an option. I mean, 6 targets against the Bears look good. Had 5 catches too, 11 fantasy points. It's worth a look.
Not bad for a tight end.
Yeah, definitely happy with that if I started Higbee this week.
Before Kelsey and Waller, that was the amount of points you were looking for from your tight end.
Yeah.
Higbee's in my top 10.
If I got Higbee.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Higbee's in my top 10 this
I
week.
think I'm actually pretty close to that, honestly. I wouldn't lie. I got him at 13. So
that's okay.
I'm close. He's right there on the brink of like that starting territory for me. I want to see it again.
All right. Fair enough.
Trusted him in the past, but I think obviously Stafford would like to throw to the tight end. We saw him do it with Hawkinson for a while. So
yeah, who do you do before that?
Ebron had hands of steel when he was bad there. And Pettigrew was not much of a tight end. So not much of a good
I hate that you can go
end.
that far back.
I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head. They did have Jesse James for a little bit, I guess.
Ew, Jesse James.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the Colts. Q, your boy Carson Wentz may have proved us wrong with an all right game, but he was still 18th best quarterback. Are you avoiding him again this week?
I don't even have him in my top 20.
Yeah, I don't either.
Neither do I.
27.
You know what? You know why? You know why he's so low? Because Ty isn't there. He just needs Ty. We'll be good.
Well, he definitely needs Ty. I think he just needs help in general. In that passing game, Pittman and Paris Campbell really did not make much noise. So I'm not starting Wentz until I see it consistently. Plus, the Rams have a really good defense. So I'd rather avoid that. But other than that, is Jonathan Taylor really the only other Colt you can trust right now?
Definitely. And Marlon Mack last week. Well, he wasn't even playing. No touches. So you're not worried about that, which some of us may have been. Naheem Hines he could be a flex play.
Don't forget about Blankenship.
Oh yeah, Blankenship. Pickers are people too. You're starting Blankenship.
I've actually considered dropping Blankenship.
Ooh.
Yo.
Wow, Q. Disrespecting Rodrigo.
Well, I need to see them get into the red zone more, or just in the kicking range.
Yeah. Hines is a flex play as well if you're looking for a flex. We'll be involved. But let's pick this one. Rams at the Colts. Who you guys got?
Rams.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams as well.
Yeah, can you swing me Hines?
No, I can't. I like him.
Come on, man. It's my cuff, man.
I'll think about it. I'll keep it in the back burner here.
Right.
Raiders at the Steelers. Are you comfortable starting any Raiders this week aside from Darren Waller versus his Steelers defense?
Comfortable? No. But if Josh Jacobs plays, we don't know what's wrong with him. Everything hurts.
Everything hurts, dude. He's still not practicing. Well, at least on Thursday. So,
but there was a lot of opportunities for him where they were in the red zone or within the 10-yard line, and their receivers aren't good enough outside of Waller. So that's why he got his 2 touchdowns that we can't take away from him.
Yeah, not taking away the touchdowns. He's definitely touchdown dependent, but he does have a nose for the end zone when they do get in close. So Jacobs will score touchdowns, but at Pittsburgh, I think this is probably the least favorable matchup for him. I got him at 32 with the injuries. If he's out, I actually probably would consider Kenyon Drake.
So would you start Melvin Gordon over him?
Yes. 100%. I'd start Eli Mitchell over Josh Jacobs this week if I had Eli Mitchell off of waivers.
Yeah, now it's a little too close for me.
I'd take that risk.
I'm glad I'm not in that position.
Yeah, that's a close one to call too. But I have Eli Mitchell ranked over. So Josh Jacobs, definitely nervous this week. And probably not starting many Raiders wide receivers until I see more consistency. But for the Steelers, do you have any concern about Naji Harris after week 1? Where did you rank him this week? Did you knock him down?
I have my number 10.
That one hurt me too, but I'm not giving up hope. I still got him at 8. This is his last chance because he's making me look stupid.
I got him at 14. It is a favorable matchup. I definitely like him as a high-end RB2. You guys have him as obviously a low-end RB1. So definitely starting Naji Harris if you have him, no doubt. Especially where you had to draft him, you got to start him. But still want to see it first. For
all
me,
the Ravens know how to do was
put him in my
run.
top 12.
All the Ravens know how to do is run, and they look fine against the Raiders defense. So why not Naji?
Not scared of the Raiders defense for Naji this week. But as always, we got to talk about the Steelers wide receivers. How did you rank them this week? Same as last week?
Yeah, Deontay. Actually, I think I had Juju over Claypool, but that's again. And when I was typing this up today, it autocorrected to Clay Poop. So
that might be a sign. If you have Claypool, watch out. Nah, but I'm the same. I got Deontay Johnson as the highest. Claypool actually have second and Juju third. But honestly, it's all a coin toss. I think they all had between like 9 and 14 points last week. So they're all going to be involved. They're all going to get their chances, but still seems like Deontay is going to be the favorite target of Big
And for what it's worth, James Washington 4.
Yeah. James Washington 4.
Do they still have
Don't start James Washington. I don't know. They still have that guy. Do not know. All right, let's pick this game. Raiders at the Steelers. Who you got?
Steelers.
I'm taking the Steelers as well in Pittsburgh.
Schittsburg. Sorry, Pete.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Oh my.
Shout out Derek Carr.
You love Derek Carr still, man. You're crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm really not that crazy. They
It's
just
not
beat
that
the
crazy.
Ravens.
They did beat the Ravens, but I do think the Steelers defense is still good. It's going to be another tough matchup for them. That's what scares me. But you never know. Could be the Raiders.
Is it going to be that tough, though?
I don't know. We shall see.
All right.
Let's move on to the Patriots at the Jets. Kind of a snooze fest here. Let's do a quick cap or no cap. Mac Jones is startable this week.
No.
Cap.
Yeah.
Cap. Sorry.
It's a favorable matchup, but he's just not a juicy quarterback to put in.
Yeah,
I don't
not
know.
at all. I'm going cap as well. He could have a decent game, similar to kind of how I thought about Carson Wentz last week in that favorable matchup. It's like he could have a decent game, but I'm not putting him in over somebody that I have already, especially in like a 12-team league. Like there's no way you have like that bad of quarterbacks that you're like, let me put in Mac Jones.
Someone might have went all in on Mac.
Yeah, you have to be acting very cute.
You got to be like a Patriots fan or something. Any Patriots pass catchers you would start this week? Jonnu Smith, Jacoby Myers, Nelson Aguilar. Which ones do you like the most?
I know Q's starting.
I think Jonnu Smith is on the injury report. He is his hips hurt, but I think Myers, Aguilar obviously, and Aguilar is the safest floor. Maybe both flex plays though.
Yeah, I think I'd start Jonnu out of all of them if I'm looking for a tight end. I think I have Jonnu like 11 this week if he plays. Yeah, he was limited with a hip today. If he's out, obviously that bumps up Hunter Henry as well as a startable option. But yeah, I like Myers over Aguilar still a little bit more, but Aguilar obviously has that more boom potential. So if you're looking to someone to plug in that might score a touchdown, I'd probably lean Aguilar, but I think Myers will have a safer floor. Either way, I'm probably not starting either of them. I still want to continue to see this Patriots offense develop. And Damien Harris probably has a pretty good matchup this week against the Jets. Did you guys put him inside your top 20?
No, I haven't met. Oh yeah, I do. I have him at 19.
I got him at 21.
Yeah,
right where he should be.
Lots of risk involved because we don't know what Bill's feeling.
Yeah, after the fumble, I'm a little nervous, but I got him at 19. Got him at 19. Probably still going to be the number one guy there, so I'd still start him as an RB2. But for the Jets, seems like Corey Davis is the go-to guy. Did you move him up after a big week one?
I feel like I'm still too low at 30.
Yeah, that feels very low.
It does feel low, but it's just he's on the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't trust anybody on the Jets.
Yeah. I'm
It'll
even
come
lower.
around.
I got him at 37, but I do think he's like a flex option.
Yeah.
He's just not a big name I really want to move up that high. I'm just like, Corey Davis, he's going to be good, but like I don't know if I want to go all in on Corey Davis.
Well, he needs to go get a name change then.
Yeah, if he had a different name, if he was like a second-year player, like
that's
fresh.
like those comparisons, like this guy or this guy at the stat lines, like
Yeah,
Corey
the
Davis is
blind one.
elite.
Yeah, Corey Davis definitely a flex option this week, but other than that, definitely avoid the Jets everywhere else.
Please.
So let's pick this game: Patriots at the Jets. Who you guys got?
Patriots.
Yeah, I'm going Patriots as well. They need a win after that loss at the Dolphins.
Easy.
All right, let's get into today's sponsor, the Thrive Fantasy app for iOS and Android. Thrive Fantasy app is a daily fantasy sports app for player props and daily fantasy sports. If you download the Thrive Fantasy app today and use our promo code SUPERFB, that is SUPERFB, you deposit $20 or more, boom, $50 bonus.
Huh?
So go check out the Thrive Fantasy app today. Get $70 to play with while you're only paying $20. Use that code SUPERFB and win yourself some money. That's right. I rhymed. I got bars.
Wow.
Something.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Saints at the Panthers. Alvin Kamara still locked in as a top running back. You're definitely starting him. But Jameis coming off a huge week with 5 touchdowns. Is he in starter territory yet?
No, fluke, dude.
Until Michael Thomas comes back, I'm not considering him for anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely like only if I'm desperate, I would start him. And I don't know how you're desperate in week 2. So
All right,
I got Jameis at 16.
Would you start him or what the hell?
Mac and cheese?
Yeah.
I'd start Jameis over Mac Jones.
All right, fair.
I think Mac has better weapons, but that's for another day.
Probably. But I still would think against the Panthers, not that scared of that secondary, although they do actually have a pretty good defense, but I don't know. I'm starting Jameis. He's wild card. He's going to have to air it out.
Until he has one of those games where
but I'm not starting him in general. I have him at 16, so I'd avoid him. But if it came down to him or Mac Jones and somehow I'm in that weird dilemma, give me Jameis.
Your team has to be terrible for that to happen.
It's got to be like a 16-team league or something, dude. Or a 2-quarterback league where you just waited. All right. Any Saints pass catcher you can confidently start this week?
No.
Not for me.
Not Juwan.
Hard no for me too.
Yeah, no Juwan.
Yeah. Juan Johnson, huge week 1 with 2 touchdowns. Probably going to be a red zone target moving forward, but not seeing enough volume for me to trust him yet. I actually like Troutman with 6 targets in week 1. Although he didn't do much with them. I do think he could be a tight end moving forward, but I'm avoiding all pass catchers until I see more. Marquez Callaway with all the hype only had 2 points. So want to see more from this passing offense. Only 148 yards on those 5 touchdowns. So you're praying for a touchdown.
I guess.
Yeah. For the Panthers, though, DJ Moore looked solid for week 1. Do we all have him in the top 20 this week?
19.
I got him at 25. I'm still asleep, I think. I'm still asleep.
I got him at 18. So I'm
Saints
not like
D. They look
Saints,
real nice, though.
Lattimore's banged up, though.
Yeah,
no,
that is a big deal.
That is a pretty big deal. I do think DJ Moore will be solid again. He's definitely a wide receiver, too, for T odds, high end flex. So you're most likely starting him. But what about Robbie Anderson? Did you have any concern about only 3 targets despite the long touchdown?
I have him at 29, but
yeah, of course that's concerning, but I'm still starting Robbie if I have him. He's just too good not to start.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely locking him in. I got him at 27. Solid flex for me this week. Robbie Anderson should still be involved in this offense, even with the lower target share. Terrace Marshall Jr. actually took some of those targets away with 6 targets himself, even though he didn't do much with them. But I do think Robbie gets some of those targets back. But Christian McCaffrey's locked in. So
I was actually wondering if you were going to even bring him up.
You gotta bring him up. You just gotta remind people he's the obvious most elite running back in the league right now.
Do you think there's ever a week that he's not number 1? Like that we don't rank him number 1?
When he plays the Buccaneers.
Even when he played the Bucs last year, though, didn't he have like 31 points?
This is the Super Bowl champion Bucs.
Yeah, I mean the Bucks did look scary. Shut
We'll
down
see.
Zeke.
I'm just trying to see.
Even if against the Bucks, like at worst, I'd put him at 3, and you're starting him.
3's far down.
That'd be like if like Kamara's playing like the Jets.
Yeah, and like, Dalvin Cook's playing the Little Giants,
or like the Jaguars or something. So yeah, definitely starting Christian McCaffrey number 1 every week until we see otherwise. Let's pick this one: Saints at the Panthers. A little bit of a juicy game. Who you got?
Saints.
Give me the Panthers.
Ooh, I'm the tiebreaker.
Well, I bet Matt took Panthers.
I have no idea what Matt took. We'll find out.
I got it. Oh, I almost said it. I'm going to say I'm taking the Saints.
Let's go.
All right.
We're going to ride it up together.
Good luck with the Saints. I'm riding the Panthers this week. Let's move on to the 49ers at the Eagles. Go Birds. Cap or no cap? The report about Brandon Ayouk needing to earn his snaps is concerning.
Yes.
Yeah, it's weird.
No cap. That's super concerning. Again,
No
I
cap.
look stupid. Dude, I have so many predictions that just looked so bad. Russell
Football
Gage, you
just
also
came
let me
back.
down.
Yeah, Russell Gage definitely let us all down. But Brandon Ayouk, it's definitely concerning with the whole report and what's going on right now behind the scenes. I do still think the injury is playing a bit of a factor here. But I don't like to hear that from Kyle Shanahan. Don't really know what's going on with this whole offense, to be honest. It's kind of in a weird place. But Ayouk, I'm still holding him. Probably not starting him if I have another decent option this week. Where did you even rank him this week?
I got to find him.
49ers are about to be in a weirder place.
Because I put him at
Philadelphia.
I put him at 42 under Will Fuller. Like, I didn't think that was going to happen week 2. If you told me that was going to happen after week 1, I would have been like, you're crazy.
You said 42?
Yeah, I got him at 42.
Yeah, I have him at 40.
Yeah, he's like a low end flex. If you don't have that much of a better option, he's still worth just rolling out there and see what happens. But I'm nervous. Definitely nervous about him. But George Kittle's obviously locked in, although he didn't have the best game, still had a decent game. Where did you move Debo Samuel after a huge week 1 performance?
Yeah,
I got him at 18.
Ooh, two
Higher
guys
than you?
hopping on the Debo train, higher than me, baby.
I have him
On
at
the
25.
When he's
21.
playing, he's going to be up there.
Dude, I agree. That's what I was hoping for last year. And when he did play, he was all right, but he was not as good as he was in week 1. That was crazy. It was the Lions. We'll see. They move him all over the place. So I don't know if Darius Slay's really going to follow him all over the field, like in the slot and in the backfield and whatnot. But we shall see.
Well, I'm
not
not
worried
sleeping
about
on
it.
the Eagles D.
Debo starting. Yeah. Eagles D did shut down the Falcons.
Calvin Ridley, top 5 receiver, nearly shut down, and Russell Gage shut down, lights off.
Yeah. Kyle Pitts did not have a great
Never
game
talking
either.
bad about
but-
the Eagles D or Eagles linebackers, at least for 1 week.
I want to see what another offense does against them, because that Falcons offense might have just been pretty bad too.
Kittle had 49 last year on the Eagles, so 39. Sorry,
Yeah. I was about to say 49. Oh my God. What did he do to us?
everything.
Yeah. He still did have a really good game. Other than that, on the 49ers, where did you rank random rookie phenom Eli Mitchell for this game?
I ranked him at 24, and that's just because he had a good week last week. But last year we saw running backs with a good week, and then next week it was someone else in the backfield that took over. So
Yeah.
you never really know what you're gonna get. But I think if he gets a lot of the work, I think he'll definitely finish over where I have him ranked at 24.
Yeah, for sure. I got him at 28, and I'm with you. Same concern. I want to make sure that he is the guy before.
Well, I don't know if this week's going to tell you anything, because I'm glad that our man State is on the Jeff Wilson Jr. train as well. When he comes back, that's going to be another head in that backfield.
Yeah, but when is he coming back?
I don't know.
He's like on IR, and like it's not looking like he's coming back for a while. So he's going to be out for a decent amount of time.
Well, they're still hasty.
There is still Jermichael Hasty. There is still Trey Sermon probably coming
Oh my
up.
God, I forgot about Trey Sermon.
So there's a lot going on in the 49ers backfield. But Eli Mitchell seems like the guy for now. Moving on to the Birds, Jalen Hurts had a huge game for his debut this season. Is he top 10 again this week for you guys?
Number 10.
I got him at 9 over Aaron Rodgers.
Wow. I will get into Aaron Rodgers in a bit, but I got him at 9 as well. I am happy with Jalen Hurts this week as my quarterback.
Why did I ever hate the running quarterback?
Q, what did you just do?
Oh my god. No, it's just,
He's wilding out in the middle of the podcast.
Sorry. Now you got to leave it.
no. Watch this.
I'm watching. I'm waiting.
Oh,
Nice. I thought he was going to put on a wild background. All right.
kind of let me down.
All right. For the Eagles pass catchers, Devonta Smith and Goddard both looked pretty good. Are they locked in as starting options this week too?
Yes. No bias.
Yeah, I think you're still waiting on Rager, and Ertz is. I guess you're waiting on him also.
His hamstring. He did come back to practice on Thursday, but definitely monitor that. Wait on Ertz to see if he's going to be more involved. I think he only had like 3 targets.
I'm hoping that Quez becomes more relevant.
Yeah,
Me too.
He looked really good early on, and then he kind of didn't do much after that. But Dallas Goedert and Smith are both locked in for me. I got Goddard at 7, and I think I have Smith in my top 30. So I like them both a lot this week. Miles Sanders, did you move him up at all after a top 12 performance week 1?
I have him at 16.
Yeah, I got him at 17. I think it's about where I had him last week anyways. Still a solid RB2 option for me, but with Gainwell being decently involved, I think that caps his upside just a little bit.
Yeah, I got him at 17. We're all right there.
Yep. Solid RB2. You're starting Booby if you got him. Let's pick this game. 49ers at the Eagles. Who you guys got?
I'm not getting cute again.
Go Birds.
I'm taking the Eagles. Yeah,
I'm taking the Eagles. Yeah, dude, I rarely pick against the Eagles. And when I do, I feel like they always win and prove me wrong. So
I think if they lost week 1, I'd pick 49ers, but there's some just excitement that I just have to go Eagles again.
Yeah, definitely some bias in the Eagles pick, but I'm taking the Eagles. All right, Falcons at the Bucks. Falcons had a really rough week 1, but Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts still should be locked into your lineups against this defense, right?
Yeah, 100%. I'm just real sad.
I
had such high hopes for everyone on the team.
Yeah, it was a rough week 1. So hopefully they're able to pull it together. I still have Calvin Ridley in my top 10, and I still have Kyle Pitts in my top 10. So actually top 8 for each.
At least they know that Mike Davis can kind of run the ball.
Yeah, he
and
looked
Cordero
okay.
Patterson.
He looked okay. Definitely not super happy about Mike Davis, but before Mike Davis and Russell Gage, do you have any confidence in them this week?
No. I want to have confidence in Russell
You saw
Gage.
Zeke.
I do too, but can't trust both of them just yet. We saw Zeke get destroyed. I don't think Mike Davis is nearly as talented as Zeke right now. So definitely downgrade him for this game. Russell Gage, you just want to see it before you put him in your lineup after a tough week 1, which pains us all to say. We're all pretty high on Russell Gage. But for the Bucks, Brady top 5 again this week?
I mean, will he finish there? Probably. Do I have him ranked there? No.
I got him at 6.
Who finished his QB1 week 1? Was it Kyler?
Yeah, I think it was Kyler, and I think Mahomes was right behind him. Brady was right up there. He might not have been. He might have been 4 where we all had him ranked. I didn't look exactly where he's at.
I had him at 1.
I know. You were the only one who had him at 1.
30,
but I think Michi got him. Matt had him at 4.
29 or 30 points.
All right, he had 5. He's number 5 for the week.
It's because he had 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
Or 3, whatever. But yeah, I have him at 6.
I got him at 6 too. Locking in Brady. Start him this week if you got him. Even if you got him for cheap, he's definitely worth a start against his Falcons secondary. Jalen Hurts just torched them. But how did you rank the wide receivers after a down week from big Mike Evans and big weeks for AB and Godwin?
I still have Evans the highest at 15. It has to come. But then I have Godwin and AB right behind him at 22. So Godwin 21. But that's just, I'm not trying to jump the gun on AB, but he's definitely the better one.
I think T-Gods is ready to say he's got AB at the first.
What I'm ready to say is that I'm a big dummy because I forgot to rank Godwin. But
that's a reason.
The more important thing here is that I have Tone over Mike Evans.
Ooh.
Which is not crazy.
It's not crazy.
It sounds crazy,
good.
But exactly, like Tone really did look good, and
it's crazy because that's not crazy.
And any week, like you just saw, like Mike Evans could just, like, where is he? Like you could just have a dud. I mean, He scares me so much. I don't know if I'll ever have him in my top 20 because he has weeks that like he just does nothing.
Yeah, that definitely scared me. But I actually did still rank Mike Evans ahead. I think this is a big bounce back game for him against Atlanta. He's usually pretty solid, so I got him at 20, Godwin 22, AB 25. All three within 5 spots. All three are going to be solid flex. Wide receiver twos, honestly, at this point.
If I can get like a 16, 17 point game or out of Mike Evans and like a 14-point game out of Antonio Brown, I'm going to look to move Mike Evans instead of Antonio Brown after that. Because I'll know that Antonio Brown's consistent and Mike Evans can be good when he chooses to be.
Yeah. I want to see how this shakes out again this week. And Q, your boy Gronk, he did me dirty.
He won.
Really good. Is he startable again this week?
Hell yeah.
He is. He is. He is. Week one, and he just popped off like that. He's still got it.
These NFC South games are always shootouts. Yep. So it could be like 45-40.
Yep. I got him at 12. So right on the brink of tight end one. You're probably starting it if you have him.
I got him at 9. Like top 3. I'm really excited about Gronk. I love Gronk.
Back in on Gronky. Q, you got him high?
I have him at 10.
Yeah. He's a startable option this week for sure after that big week one. I don't know what to do with this Bucs backfield. I'm avoiding it.
Yeah, 100%.
They said today Bruce Arians decided to say that he wants to start all 3 of them. They're all starters. So I don't know what he's saying at this point. He's including Gio now. He's driving me nuts. He's driving fantasy overs nuts. I don't know what's going on with him. But avoid starting them. If I had to pick one, I have like Rojo and Fournette like right next to each other, but probably just Fournette after the fumble.
Yeah, I'm taking Fournette over Rojo just because of the receiving, which is what we saw kind of on Thursday.
Yeah. Do I think they probably get garbage time points in this game? Yes. Do I know who gets them? I have no idea. So
could be Gio.
You can never predict it. You never will be able to.
Not worth the risk. Let's pick this game. Falcons at the Bucs.
Easy.
I think it's a sweep. Easy Bucs. Easy Bucs. Yep. Taking the Bucs as well. Let's keep it rolling. Vikes at the Cardinals. Starting Davin Cook, absolutely no question. And you're also starting Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. But how did you rank those 2 wide receivers after a huge week 1 for Adam Thielen?
I've got 8 and 13. I have J. Jeff at 8, and I got Thielen at 13. I'm confident with it. I'm very happy if I own either of them or both of them. That's it.
Yeah.
You're happy.
11 and 14. J. Jeff still on top for me too. I think if Matt was here, he'd be like, I think I'm ranking Thielen over Justin Jefferson this week.
Of course.
But
and he'd have Dowd at 1.
Yeah, easily would. But yeah, obviously all 3 of those are starters. You're locking them in. And other than that, you're probably avoiding most Vikings, especially Kirk Cousins. Not like him against the Cardinals this week because Tannehill looks so bad. But moving on to the Cardinals, Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, absolutely bomb in week 1. Your must starts every week. I actually think I have them both at 1 this week.
Wow.
Kyler Murray and D-Hop, the dynamic duo. Starting them both. And then other than that, Chase Edmonds actually looked pretty solid in week 1. Did he crack your top 20 for week 2?
He did not. I have him at 25.
I got him at 23. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen enough yet.
But I guess if he used week 1 as evidence, he could do well because Joe Mixon did as well as he did.
Yeah, for sure. I got him. He had 14.6 points. Pretty solid RB2 numbers. You definitely aren't complaining if you started him. And I have him at 23 as well. So Edmonds looks pretty solid as an RB2 option. And other than that, any other pass catchers on this Cardinals team that you would be confident starting, or are they all just risky flex plays?
Let me think about it. Nah.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. Christian Kirk obviously had a huge week, but he did not get that many targets. Don't want to trust him just yet. Rondale Moore actually was pretty involved, but still not worth it. And Q, your boy AJ Green, even though he did get 6 targets, I think he had like 2 catches.
Hey, at least he was thought about.
He was thought about. I mentioned him, Q.
No, not by you, by Kyler Murray.
I did that for you. Don't have to talk about him. All right, let's pick this one. Vikes at the Cardinals. Sweep again? Cardinals?
100%.
Easy money. I'm taking the Cardinals too. No doubt about it. Cowboys at the Chargers. Now, this should be a really good game, I think, in terms of the offenses. Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, CD Lamb, all locked in for a week 2 after a big week 1 for all of them. But how did you rank Amari Cooper versus CD Lamb this week?
Cooper at 9, Lamb at 12.
Dude, I think they both might be wide receiver 1s this year.
I got Coop at 10, CD at 11.
I have the biggest gap. I got Coop at 6, CD at 13. I think I'm all in on Amari Cooper right now. And 39 points.
And now Gallup's
he looked
gone.
Good.
He did.
And
look
Gallup's
good.
gone. And I got CD Lamb right on the border of being a wide receiver 1, high end wide receiver 2.
Where's Dak at?
Dak for me, I don't think I'm that high on him this week.
9.
I got him at 8, but I do like Dak. Definitely starting him. T-Gods, you got him higher?
Oh, I got him higher. I got him at 6.
Yeah, I was about to say you definitely have him close to that top 5. But you're starting Dak if you have him. Don't not start
What's
Dak.
so funny, Q?
No, because I forget who you had over Rodgers. Obviously, you're gonna have Dak over both of them.
Yeah. Oh, I had bro.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, Hurts.
Yeah. But for the running game, Ezekiel Elliott, are you still downgrading him this week against the Chargers?
Yes. I'm downgrading him until he gives me a reason not to.
Yeah. Tony Pollard's not on the field more than.
Yeah, I'm 100% nervous on Zeke. I got him at 15, like mid RB2, maybe high end RB2 area. But you're starting him if you have him. You kind of have to, and it's a better matchup. But I'm still 100% nervous.
Yeah, I'm super nervous. I have him at 10, and that's low for Zeke. But I feel like I'm being very generous just because his name is Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, that's why I got him at 15. I'm just scared. Not all in and sold right now. But for the Chargers, Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen should look for another huge week 2 here against this defense. Both top 10 for you guys?
Herbert
at 8. Yeah, right around there. I got Keenan at 4.
Yeah, especially with DeMarcus Lawrence now being gone for maybe the whole season. Well, it doesn't matter. Just for this game alone.
Yeah.
It helps a lot.
Yeah. I got Herbert at 10, actually. A little bit lower, but I 100% starting him if I have him. And I have Keenan at 5, right with you, T-Cuts.
This could easily be like the highest scoring game of the week.
I hope
100%.
so.
Low key. High key, I guess, if it's 100%. But
yeah, I mean, it definitely could. I mean, Chargers defense definitely looked better against Washington, but then again, it was Washington and Taylor Heineke came in. The Cowboys offense is going to be elite. They're going to keep up, and Cowboys defense is rough. So Herbert and the Chargers should be just fine. Is Austin Eckler still in your top 10 after 0 targets in his first game?
it's okay.
Yeah,
He saw the
number
touchdown.
5.
He's all good. I got him at 6. Like I said, I think it's going to be a big high scoring game. And I think Eckler's going to have a little bit to do with it. And they're going to be like, yo, no targets? Wait, I forgot who you were. He's going to have like 10.
He did start slow like the first couple weeks last year, even though it was Tyrod Taylor, but we know who Eckler is.
Yeah, we know who Eckler is. Great pass catching back. I'm not worried. I got him at 7 too, so I'm right there with you, T-Gods.
Thanks.
Mike Williams, though, definitely worth mentioning. He had 12 targets. Did he crack your flex territory this week?
I got him at 34, so I guess he did.
Same year, yeah.
Yeah, I might actually. I'm in the exact same spot. Yep, 34.
Let's go.
All of 34. So Mike Williams is guaranteed to finish as the 34th wide receiver this week. Start him. He's going to be solid flex play, and he will definitely have some upside against his Cowboys defense.
He's another guy because of his name. We rank him so low, but maybe Justin Herbert was all it needed.
Yeah, Just needed Justin Herbert to air it out to him.
And to
Let's
stay
pick
healthy.
this game and to stay healthy. Need him on the field.
But you already cracked that case, and he's usually healthy.
Yeah. All right, let's pick this game. Chargers and the Cowboys. This one's a little interesting. Who you guys
Chargers.
got? Taking the Chargers as well, Q. T-Gods?
I need to come back, right? I need to come back somehow. I don't want the Cowboys to win. Let's get that straight. I don't want them to win. But could I see them winning this game? I could.
I could too. But I think the Chargers, I just like them more. Just like them more right now. Probably partial bias as well. 3 more games to get through. Titans at the Seahawks. Is this a bounce back week for all Titans players?
You better hope so.
It has to be.
Yeah. Are you still trusting to start Tannehill, Derrick Henry, AJ Brown, and Julio?
Yes.
Imagine sitting Derrick Henry.
Imagine. I lowered my expectations from like RB5 to RB8 just because of the lack of. Actually, you did have some pass game involvement, so I can't complain about that. But
it's career high.
Just want to see it a little bit, but obviously you're starting him, no doubt. But AJ Brown and Julio, Tannehill, they got to bounce back this week. I'm still starting all of them without a question, not sweating it.
I mean, if you have like Jamar, I wouldn't look at you crazy for putting him in for Julio.
I agree with that. I wouldn't look at you crazy. I got Julio 23, I got Jamar 26. So I do have Julio over him, but I would not look at you crazy whatsoever. It's a conversation.
I don't think
they're in the same tier for me.
I don't think Julio's like a must start.
You could do it, but you could also expect some disappointment when Julio maybe catch that touchdown.
Yeah.
But definitely possible.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Seahawks defense. I do think they all bounce back. But the Seahawks offense looked really good in week 1. Russell Wilson, Chris Carson, DK Metcalf, and Lockett all still must starts right now. And you can include Lockett at this point, I think. Did you move him up in your ranks after his boom week in week 1?
Yeah, I've fallen for it. I have him at 13.
I got him at 14.
I got him at 15, right down the ladder. So we all got him as a high-end wide receiver too. As much as I hated on him early in the season, just keep it in the back of your mind that he might have like 6 points this game.
Yeah. And then next week we're gonna move him. We're all gonna move him down to like 20, and then we're gonna move him back up the next week after that, back to like 15. And he's gonna keep doing it.
It's gonna be a roller coaster, but you can't bench him because the upside is just too good.
I was actually gonna say I think maybe the pooper this week, move him down. Another stinker, move him farther down. Then he gets 1. Then we go all the way back up to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's what he's going to do all season. It's going to be confusing unless he's fully back and he's ready to be like an elite wide receiver 1. He looked really good early last season too, though. So I want to see it as a consistent thing before I really fully trust him, but you're starting him no matter what. Any tight end you would trust on this team? Gerald Everett, Will Dissly, or way too risky?
Everett scored.
Yeah, Everett did score, but I think he only had 2 targets. So
don't ever say Will Dissly.
Dissly had more targets than Gerald Everett.
No one's ever starting Will fucking Dissly.
3 catches for 37 yards.
Ew, no.
Not great, but
I'll start Pat Fryermuth over.
I think if you combine them as one tight end, they'd be solid.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Dissly taking away snaps from Everett just makes it too risky. So
if you combine a lot of people together, they'd be elite.
Yeah. All right, let's pick this game. Titans at the Seahawks. Who you got?
12 man.
Seahawks, yeah.
I am taking the Titans. Tennessee. Give me the bounce back. I think the Titans win this game.
I hope this is a high scoring game.
You're wild for picking them in Seattle.
I don't care. I'm back. Look, Seahawks are a good offense, but I think the Titans bounce back this week.
Still early.
I think it's going to be a shootout as well.
This is when the Seahawks are good.
I like the Titans this week. I'm going wild. It's my bold pick this week.
All right.
Sunday Night Football. Chiefs at the Ravens. Ravens defense just got absolutely torched by T-God's guy, Derek Carr, who actually had a top 10 week. So you're obviously starting Mahomes, Tyreek, and Kelsey. Please do not get cute. But how about Clyde Edwards-Helaire? Are you still confident in him as your RB2?
Of course. On that offense, come on.
Maybe in like the passing game.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you want to see him involved the most. That gives him the solid floor. And you definitely want to see him get some touchdowns. He did not have that many last year. So you want to see that become more of a part of his game. But yeah, I'm starting Clyde Edwards-Helaire again. Not the best game from him, but I'm starting him. You got to lock him in.
I don't know if he's ever going to have like the best game.
Yeah. Their passing offense is too good. Yeah, I got him at 16. Solid RB2 for me.
It sucks. He could be so good.
So good. unbelievably good. We'll see if he continues to improve. But moving on to the Ravens, can we expect a better performance from Lamar Jackson after an okay week last week?
He's going to have a good game.
100%. I think the Chiefs have owned the Ravens the past couple of years.
He hasn't beaten them.
I'm still trusting Lamar to be relevant in this game. I got him at 7.
I got him at 5. He's going to have to throw a lot or run a lot. He's going to have he's going to have to do a lot. Yeah, he's going to do it all.
Yeah, you're starting Lamar Jackson. Got to lock him in. I'm expecting a better performance from last week. But for Mark Andrews, not that much involvement. Q might have been right. We shall see. You still have him in your top 5?
6.
Like I said, they're going to have to score.
He's their best receiving option.
Yeah, I got him at 5. I'm right there with you guys. Like me some Mark Andrews this year. And then Hollywood Brown. He looked pretty good in week 1. Did you move him up this week as a flex option?
No.
I did.
That's
not like top 30 or anything crazy, but I think actually I didn't really move him up that much. I capped. I got him at 45.
Oh wait, I'm over you. I'm at 44. You big capped.
Yeah, I capped. He's still in the flex range for me though. Like if I'm looking for someone to plug in and that could boom against this Chiefs team where they got to throw a ton, he's worth a shot.
Yeah, but I think I should have moved him up.
I think I should move him up a little more too. I think I just looked at it and I'm like, yeah, let's move him up right now. Let's move him up. I'll put him at
35.
I'll put him at, that's really up. I was going to put him at 42.
Oh, that's not enough.
Yeah, you're right. Nah, I'm keeping him at 42. I don't care. He's still Marquise Brown. I want to see it more consistently.
Fine.
42 is enough for me. Let's pick this game. Chiefs at the Ravens. I think it's a clean sweep. The Chiefs have owned them. I'm taking the Chiefs. T-Gods.
Come on.
Maybe we'll see a better understanding of this backfield, though, with their 10 running backs.
Yeah, I really hope so as well.
Just wait till Le'Veon Bell makes the team.
Yeah.
I don't know why he hasn't yet.
I don't know what's going on with that backfield. That backfield scares me. We didn't really talk about it here, but it's going to be a 3-headed monster. Tyson still would be the favorite, but I'm very nervous about it.
They're easily bringing up Le'Veon the week they play the Steelers. And then send him back down to practice squad.
All right, Lions at the Packers, Monday Night Football. Even after the crazy comeback for the Lions, is it too risky to start any Lions passing game options outside of TJ Hockenson?
You are correct.
Definitely. I'm not starting any of them confidently.
No, not
I
at
still
all.
Couldn't even name all of them.
Tyrell Williams, Khalif Raymond.
Yes.
Get some weird names. Amon St. Brown in there. Quintez Cephas. Yeah, I think they were all kind of involved, but none really stood out to me as a wide receiver I'd want to start. So it's Hockenson. And then obviously the running backs both had over 24 points, like 50 points combined. Insane. How did you rank both of them after huge games?
Swift 14 spots higher than Jamal Williams, but Jamal Williams, I would put him in my flex if I had him.
Yeah, I got Swift at 14 and Jamal at 26, but like this is where like Jamal thrives. Like he did this on the Packers. Like
he knows the Packers
as the RB2. Like he just comes in and just like he's a very good running back.
Yeah,
people sleep on him.
I agree, and I don't think he can handle a full workload. We've seen him get injured, but in these small like 10 to 12 touches, when he's getting targets out of the backfield, he can put up some numbers. So I'm 100% with you on that. I'm starting Swift over him, of course. I got him Swift at 13 and then Jamal at 29. But Jamal's definitely locked in as a flex play this week as well. Especially if they continue to say Jamal Williams is going to be involved, whatnot. Swift obviously was downgraded a little bit because of the injury, but they were both still healthy. They had 20 targets combined. Like these guys are going to be involved.
Jamal revenge game.
Jamal Williams revenge game.
Start him. Start
him in your flex. But for the Packers, we need a big bounce back game, correct? Like it has to happen against the Lions.
That was scary. What happened?
Scary. Don't know. Yeah, I think we all still would have Rodgers, Adams, and Jones as top 7-ish options this week. Maybe
I got Aaron Rodgers at 10 just because I'm mad at him. I'm mad at him. He cost me some money.
Hopefully that gives him some extra juice.
Yeah, hopefully it does. But no, I think Monday Night Football he'll be fine.
Yeah, I put Rodgers at 5. So yeah. I'm back on the Packers. I'm locked in.
I saw this. It said the Bulls' last dance season. They started out 4-4, and ever since then, took off. So this could be like that 4-4 start for them, even though it's only game 1.
Yeah, we shall see. Maybe they'll get 1-1.
Divisional opponent on Monday Night Football.
4-4. Yeah, they have to beat the Lions. Aaron Rodgers owns the Lions in his career.
Yeah, dude, they're winning this game.
Especially Jared Goff. They're winning, and they got to put up points. I don't want a weird squeaky like 17-13 win. I need the Packers to put up like 30 points minimum this game.
They need to do the week 1 performance on the Lions.
Yes, 100%. Other than that, would you trust Tonyan to bounce back this week, or are you looking elsewhere at tight end?
No, I'm starting it.
I mean, I got him at 12. You can't. Yeah.
I've been at 11.
I got him at 10. So we're all in the same place. Low end tight end 1.
It's like happy about it. It's just like the scarcity of tight ends. That's really it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's obviously got a very good chance to score in this game. So that's what you want your tight end to do.
Yeah.
All right, let's pick this game. Lions at the Packers. Who you got?
Packers.
Yep, same for me. Let's do a couple of quick lineup questions we got. Pretty Bull L on Twitter, our boy Elliot Waring asked to pick one running back and one flex between James Robinson, Kareem Hunt, and Julio Jones.
I'm definitely starting Kareem.
I think I'm starting Kareem over James Robinson as well in my RB2 slot, and I think I'd put Julio in my flex.
Yeah, I almost said James Robinson, but
I think I'd just give James Robinson a break this week after only 8 touches.
Him a break.
Just give him a break and let's see it happen first.
That hurts. That really just hurts me.
But those are good options, though. Like Julio Jones is still a solid flex. I could understand you wanting to put James Robinson over him, but that scared me a little bit. I'd rather just throw Julio out there and hope he puts up a big game.
He's safer, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. And then other than that, our boy Gator, as always, Mbeck815.
First question of the year.
First question of the year, not the last. Should he start DJ Chark versus Denver or Christian Kirk versus the Vikings?
Neither. Just empty bench, empty spot.
Yeah, I think you might just want to empty that spot out there, bud.
No, but
start my guy, DJ Chark.
Easily DJ
100%.
Yeah, don't start Christian Kirk, man.
One's boom or bust. One actually is like effective during the game, the whole game.
Yeah, I think Chark had 12 targets last week. Even though he did only have 3 catches, they were a little bit off target there, but 86 yards and the touchdown. I'm starting Chark.
I'm never starting Kirk ever.
Yeah, too risky. I did last year. It does not work.
That was great.
It doesn't work.
It does not work. Do not do it. All right, Q, got some trivia for us before we get out of here?
Just one. Next week will be a better week.
All right, bet. It's
a week 2 question. A week 2 question from 2018.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's long
deep
ago.
in my memory bank. Watch for what happened in red zone that week.
So in 2018, you guys aren't ready.
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hit me.
In 2018, these 2 wide receiver teammates finished in the top 3 in points week 2. So week 2, they both had at least 30 points.
Oh,
this is unbelievably hard. In 2018, dude.
I promise you, you're going to jump out the window when probably.
In 2018?
2 teammate wide receivers finished in the top 3.
I got it.
On week 2.
I hope I got it, but I got it. Oh my God, I really hope I got it.
Why would I want to jump out a window?
It's just trying to think of like who was together in 2018. Like so many things have changed.
See now, yeah, that sounds hard.
Yeah, I'm ready though. Whenever you're ready, Teagues. Matt, you're sitting out this one. You lose a point. Sorry, pal, if we get it right.
I'm ready.
All right. It was Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs.
Let's go!
Dude. Any.
Stephon Diggs was number 1, and Thielen tied for number 2.
I think that was the year I traded for Stephon Diggs when he was wide receiver 1 super early for Martellus Bennett. So that's the only reason I remembered.
I was going to ask, name the top 3 tight ends week 2 of 2018. Could you have guessed number 1?
I don't know. Who is it?
Jason, it was Travis Kelce.
Okay.
And Zach Ertz is number 3. Could you guess number 2?
Kittle?
No.
Was he even in the league?
You said it in this podcast, and I can't believe you said his name.
Gronk?
No.
I can't believe I said it.
Jesse James.
I was going to say Jesse James.
That's hilarious. I would have never wrote that down. All right. That's it for the week 2 preview. Let's get out of here. We will be back next week with our week 2 recap, of course, and our week 3 preview on Wednesday and Friday. Again, get used to the schedule. We'll be back every Wednesday and Friday. But make sure you're following us here on Twitch if you're watching. Throw us a sub on YouTube as well. And we're on Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, wherever you get your podcasts. Super Fantasy Bros are there. Twitter, Super FB Podcast, Instagram at Super Fantasy Podcast, and TikTok as well at the Super Fantasy Bros. Matt will be back next week as well. We'll see you then. Peace.